crown him again, King forever, ceasing never over us all to reign.
Hello everyone, this is Saturday, January the 4th, and my 12 Days of Christmas. I am April Davis, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up!, and I live in Spring Hill, Kansas. Thank you for joining me today. It's a blustery Saturday afternoon. I am live, so if you are watching, please do say hello. But we're in the thick of a winter storm warning, and nothing's really happened yet. It's just a bit windy, and it's kind of drizzling here in Spring Hill. And I was just looking out the window, and we had put my new bird feeder that I got for Christmas. I had put it out with some bird seed, and the birds weren't coming to it. And then I just happened to turn around now, and I think I've probably got 30 birds out. So they must know the snow is coming. So they're like, let's fill our tummies now. So I'm happy to see them out there. Anyway, today is day 11. I can't hardly even believe it. Day 11. This has gone by so fast. I know I say that every time, but I've been having a lot of fun with this. And when I started on Christmas Day, I thought, oh my gosh, I've got 12 days that I'm doing this. And I had no idea that it would go by so fast. No idea. So if you haven't opened up your package for day 11 yet, let's go ahead and get that opened up and see what we have inside. And let me see, can I get it out? We have the Basic Gray and Smoky Slate pearls. Now, I know that this is, embellishments are like, oh, it's an embellishment. It's not really a tool, but really embellishments are tools. They help to decorate your project. And I really have enjoyed these Smoky Slate and Basic Gray embellishments. And I could have done some bling as far as something sparkly, but I thought, you know what? I have two brothers who have birthdays in January. And so when I was planning this out, I'm like, I'm going to, in essence, feed two birds with one feeder. Sorry, still have my cold. That two birds with one stone just doesn't cut it for me. But anyway, I thought what I could do is I could share what birthday cards I'm making for my brothers and incorporate the Basic Gray and Smoky Slate pearls. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. I really, really like the Timeless Plaid DSP. This Timeless Plaid comes with the storybook suite that has the storybook figures and the garden and everything. And I think I shared this with you earlier because I love this so much, but I'm gonna show it to you again. But the plaid is great for not only the storybook, but I also thought, oh my goodness, I can make some really nice masculine cards with this. Not that I couldn't make other cards as well, but it just seems like this is the perfect paper for some masculine cards. And so this is the paper that I opted to utilize for my brother's cards. So you can see that I've got a piece of it here. I'm going to use this plaid today, and I'm using the Smoky Slate cardstock. So let's go ahead. It's a very, very simple card. I'm going to go ahead and create this for you, and then we'll bring out our pearls, and you can see how they're incorporated. So let me get my bone folder and get this burnished. And then literally, I'm just going to I haven't cut it down yet. I need to cut this down. Let me get my trimmer. I need to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. So let me go ahead and do that. By 5 1/4. All right. Now it's going to fit on this. And I'm going to do a horizontal card, so it's going to open up this way. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this down. To start, So those of you that are living in the Midwest, there's like this, I don't know, band of weather that's going through the center of the U.S. And so we have been notified of this winter storm warning coming for the last couple of days. And today, it's finally here. It's supposed to ice and sleet today. Ugh. And then it's supposed to snow tomorrow. And we're in the band where we could get anywhere from 4 to 7 inches of snow, which I know on the East Coast, that's not a lot of snow. But here in Kansas, that is a lot of snow. So excited that I'm just staying in today and tomorrow, and I'm just playing in my craft room. So I'm really excited about that. I am going to incorporate the birthday celebration bundle. And this set, as is the plaid paper, is in the new catalog that releases January the 7th. We're getting so close. Today's the 4th. The new catalog releases on the 7th. So you'll have the option to go out and see all the fun stuff that Stampin' Up! Has for the new year. What's been fun for me with these 12 days of Christmas is I've made it a point to kind of highlight a lot of the items that are in the new catalog, so you guys get a sneak peek before the catalog actually comes out. But because I'm making birthday cards for my brothers, I'm going to use the happy and I'm going to use the birthday. So I'm going to also in here, there are dies for the numbers, for ages, and you can do banners. I am utilizing this large banner, but I'm not using it as like a banner flag kind of banner. I'm using it as a tag, if you will. So we have it right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat, and I'm going to stamp birthday first, and I'm going to utilize, where's my ink? I'm going to utilize the Smoky Slate ink. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this set up, and we'll stamp birthday first. Get a good coating on it. Get it centered in my banner, or my tag, if you will. Get that stamped. Okay, so we have birthday. And now I'm going to stamp the happy. And the happy is a different font. It looks like somebody wrote it because it's not necessarily, what's the word I want to use? It doesn't line up very well, but it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this centered up the way that I want it. It's like one P is different from the other P, and maybe it's just me and I'm being trying to be too perfect, but it's okay. I mean, I think that's the way it was intended to be. So now I have happy birthday stamped. And what I'm going to do is move this stuff out of the way. I went ahead and I cut another banner because I really wanted to be able to layer this somehow. Layering it this way, I could layer it this way. Maybe that's what I decide I want to do this time. I could layer it this way. Let me see how that looks on the paper. So I could layer it this way. That's kind of cool. Or I could layer it this way. I think I'm going to layer it this way. I've got another card because I have two brothers. One has a birthday on the 8th and one has a birthday on the 20th. So I am making two birthday cards at the same time. And I've already made one of them, and I'll show you what that one looks like as well. But I'm going to go ahead and get this layered up. I like that. Just adds a little bit to it, right? And then I'm going to bring my dimensionals in, and I'm going to pop him up, this label up. So we'll do this, and it looks like, oh yeah, I do have some more. My sheet's empty. I could be cutting to use those up, and I will, absolutely. I just don't want to do it right now. I'd rather just take the easy route. So I'm going to put this in the center. I'm going to move these out of the way. And then I'll take my take your pick to pull the backs off. Put these in the bin. Then I'm going to turn this and figure out where I want to center this. Right about here. Whoops. always get stuck on my finger and then it's not straight. I want to go up a little bit higher, I think. So maybe right here. Gotta pick it up so I can look at it. Okay, I think I like that. That looks good. Okay, so now it's time for me to bring in my pearls, and I use my pearls a lot. In fact, I have a half a sheet here. I'm gonna try to use these up. If I don't have what I need here, then I will open up the package that I just showed you, but I'm almost out of my pearls. I do use them a lot. But I think what I wanna do is I want to, let me use 3 and 3. Okay, I'm gonna take my pearls and I'm gonna do them like this. I'm gonna put 3 across the top, because this is a guy's card, right? Excuse me. So I'm not gonna bling it up like, I mean, this is bling, obviously, but I don't want to go crazy with it. I want it to have some standardization so it doesn't look like I'm just going wild and crazy with the bling. All right, so we're gonna go across the bottom here. Did I get those even? There we go. And so I have a nice birthday card for my brother. And I'll go ahead and I'll do the inside after I finish recording. But just a simple happy birthday so he knows I'm thinking of him. I did another card for my other brother here. I used the plaid as well. This one was the smoky slate. This one is pebbled path. Did it the same way, except for instead of highlighting my tag the way that I did on this card, I did it the other way. So you can switch it up however you want to. And this one opens this way. This one opens this way. You can do it however you want to do it. So I've got 2 birthday cards, but I have one other card that I'm going to share with you that's not a birthday card, but I am just playing around. And so I wanted to bring it in and kind of share with you what I was thinking. And I am going to incorporate the pearls again. One of my favorite colors right now is the wild wheat. It's an in color and it will be going away, but it has grown on me. It's grown on me a lot. And in the new Storytime suite, we have all this amazing paper. I love this paper. And so basically what I've done, I'll just show you real quick. I've taken this paper and I've cut out a house. And in the Storytime or Storybook Friends, there are some amazing dies. Let me open these up so you can see. So you have a lot of picture dies. I'm going to call them picture dies, frames. You've got a frame here, a frame here, a frame here. I think, is that it? Okay, I've got the 3 frames. Plus you've got the various characters and such. But I love, love, love the frames. So what I did is I cut out one of the frames out of the wild wheat as well. And I cut out one of the houses and I framed the house. Okay. The other thing I did, obviously, is I took some of that designer series paper and I cut it to 4 by 5 1/4. And I took the, let me see, which, I'm looking to see. Oh, I brought in another stamp set, Delightful Wishes. And it's a flowering stamp set and it's got a lot of fun things to it. It's also a bundle, so you can stamp your wishes or you can die cut your wishes, and then there's a border to it. Lots of fun things in this as well. But I wanted the saying that this had, and basically this card, excuse me, I don't have any plans for who I'm going to give it to yet, but I wanted it to say wishing you all the best, especially since I've got a picture of a house. Gotta grab a drink of water, guys, sorry. Hope this cold goes away. I'm traveling on Friday and we'll be in Hawaii for 3 weeks, and I don't want to take this cold with me. I just don't. All right, so you can see I went ahead and got this cut, and I like when I have the opportunity to actually stamp on the designer series paper. I don't do it a lot, but when I get the opportunity to do it, I do it, because then it makes it so that I don't have to do a bunch of tags. Could you imagine having this picture frame and then having some additional paper that I stamped wishing on and some additional paper that I stamped you're all the best. So anyway, I am in the, let me get this glued down first. And I think my husband was talking to me. He didn't realize I was live with you guys. But let me get this glued down first, and then I'll go ahead and continue to build this card. All right. So let me do this. And I will share with you that I did use my stamp positioner with this, 2 reasons. This is designer series paper, so it's not like I can turn it over and stamp again if I make a mistake, because obviously the other side is a different paper. The other thing is that I really wanted my Wishing in You All the Best to be dark, and I'm using, what color did I use? Early Espresso for my sentiment. But I wanted it to be dark, so in order to get it as dark as I did, I had to stamp it several times. And if you put it into a stamp positioner, you're able to go back and forth and stamp again and again to make it as dark as you need it to be without it being offset, okay? And then the other thing that I did is I just put some dimensionals on the back of my frame. I had already glued in my picture. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. And then I'm gonna get my frame centered right about here. I'm going to come down a little ways because obviously my wishing is fairly big and I want to get as much of that G in there. We've got wishing all the best, wishing you all the best, or excuse me, you, wishing you all the best, yes. All right, so let me see. I want to make sure that that's, I think I need to go up just a little bit. So let me just kind of twist that up tad. Let me see if that's where I want it. Yeah, that's how I want it. All right, so now I'm going to bring these back in because I knew that I wanted to use these, but I want to use them in kind of a different way. So I'm going to kind of add a little bit of, I don't know, I don't know that I would necessarily call it elegance, but formality to this maybe is what I'm looking for. So I'm going to take my little pearls and I'm going to put one right here in the center. And then I'm going to take another one. Hold on. Maybe I'll do the other side of my take your pick. Pick it up that way, and I'm going to go on this side of it, and then I'm going to go on this side of it. Is that a little one? Yeah, it is. And then I'm going to go on this side of it. And make sure I have these straight and spaced appropriately. So it looks like this one needs to come over just a little bit. There we go. And I just felt like that added a little bit of formality. Now, I could have used any kind of embellishment, but because this is all muted, I love, thank you, Connie. I love the way that it just kind of adds that oomph, if you will, but it's not like in your face. I wanted it to be a little bit more muted. So that is wishing you all the best with a framed house, and I just had so much fun. You know, the embellishments, they're just something that you need to have on hand. It's another staple that you've got in your craft room, right? But don't be afraid to utilize those that are not traditional, if you will. And certainly Basic Gray and Smoky Slate are not necessarily traditional, but look at how they can be utilized. Okay. So there you go. This is day number 11. I will be back with you for our final day, day number 12 tomorrow. Have a great weekend and I'll see you soon. Bye everyone.